So we were just talking about like moms and dads and how important they are. And, you know, being a good parent greatly reduces the risk that you produce offspring that go on to commit the crimes we talk about.
Yeah.
So, speaking of that, I came across today an article that was super sad. The title is Drug-Addled Louisiana Couple Face Murder, Neglect Charges, and Death of Infant. And when they say infant, they're not kidding. It was a 4-month-old. They literally starved it to death.
No way. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And they had a toddler they were neglecting also.
Bro.
Their names are Angel Taylor, 24, and Chevy LaFountain, 31. They're arrested and charged with second-degree murder, neglect, and child abuse following the mother's 911 call reporting that her infant wasn't breathing on Tuesday, according to St. John the Baptist Parish Sheriff's Department.
Gosh, man. And that makes me wonder, though, like, and I could be way off the reservation here, but, like, when you're in the hospital and you're having a kid, they do pretty thorough checks on people to make sure they feel like it's okay to release the child to the parents to let them go home. And this could just be my bias because, like everyone in the world, we all care about kids and never want anything bad to happen to them. But, like, did the hospital miss something? Could something have been seen that where we could have prevented this?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
they're supposed to look for stuff like that. Like they are supposed to always test the mother and the umbilical. I think it's the umbilical blood, right, or something. They take something and they test the baby for drugs, especially if, like,
was there drug involvement?
I'm pretty sure that's standard everywhere. Maybe it's state by state basis, but usually they test for drugs.
Sure.
And, like, I know there's stuff like you have to have a car seat or else they don't let you take the baby.
Yep.
Like, they have social workers in the hospital, and when they see somebody who, like, doesn't look fit, they have them come check.
Yeah, was drugs involved in this, though? Because I don't think drugs needs to be involved for this crime to happen. I've seen crimes like this happen without drugs involved.
Yes, drugs are involved. I don't really see anywhere where they say what kind of drug, but the mother claimed that they had just laid down, like she had laid the baby down for a nap an hour earlier. An autopsy showed the baby was malnourished, dehydrated, and starved, and so was the toddler, but he found a way to eat. It says he found a way to eat, and he survived.
Gosh, man, people like this, what is going on? People like this make me think that, like, this technological boom we're having will one day be beneficial where a situation like this couldn't happen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this is way off course here, and I apologize ahead of time, but, like, imagine if we all had a chip in us where it could detect when something's wrong. You're not getting enough food, your vitamins are off, you're malnourished, you know, and that could, like, alert somebody. That could prevent stuff like this from happening. I automatically go to, how could I prevent something?
Oh, yeah, they chip all newborn babies to alert when they're being starved to death.
I mean,
People would freak out. You're not putting a chip in my child.
I mean, I think that's the direction we're going. I don't want to get too far off topic there, but, like, I was just watching a show. What show is it on Netflix? Altered Carbon or whatever. And they all have chips in the consciousness that's, like, in their neck or whatever. And for whatever reason, this made me think of that.
They call it a stack, and it contains, like, basically
who they are.
They are entirely.
Yeah.
All their memories, everything.
Yep. And this just made me think, like, could those futuristic things be beneficial for us in these situations? Because I just hope that kids die less.
Yeah.
Is that so much to ask, you know?
Well, the police also said that the outside of the trailer, like, you could totally tell the inside was going to be awful. And
Then that
apparently,
makes me wonder.
the inside, there was toys everywhere, garbage, and detritus. I can't pronounce this word. I'm so sorry. Let me look at the pronunciation.
I'll put it up on the
Detritus.
screen.
Detritus. Detritus.
Yep.
Okay, so that basically means, like, it was eroding.
Okay. Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Yep.
If you ever been in a nasty trailer, that's like literally falling apart.
Yeah.
And both of the parents admitted to treating the kids poorly.
I mean, good. At least they're admitting, so that we can make sure and get those kids the help they need from people who can handle it.
Yeah, so the guy blamed his drug dealers somehow for him neglecting his kids.
What?
Taylor, the mother, said that she just passed out for hours. So they're both being held, and the parent, their bond is $600,000. $600,000. No option to post 10%.
That is so dumb. But
I know. If you look at their pictures, which we would have posted them by now, we'll post them again, I guess.
the malnourishment happens over a lot of time, not like,
Look how
I took a
confused.
nap and
Look at him. Look at her. Look how confused they look.
yeah, I don't know what's going on with these people. I don't know what is going on. If I had to guess, it's not just drugs,
The police said this was literally the highest degree of neglect that there is. Like, it is the worst neglect, period. This is the worst you could do.
Yeah, it's really depressing. That's really sad, man. Kids need to be loved and cared for, and this is wild, man. Wild.
I think they may be accusing, actually, 3 caseworkers. Yeah. I think, no, this is Pennsylvania. Is this not related? Because this just popped up next to it.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is in Louisiana, right?
I don't know. But
yeah, Louisiana. That's not
interesting.
related. I thought for a second it was trying to tell me that there were caseworkers getting in trouble for this too, for ignoring it. But it's something different. Anyway, moving on. It just horrifies me, and they just had a baby, so to think the hospital didn't pick up on anything really bothers me.
Yeah.
Because they are supposed to really pay attention to that. How did they not have child services called on them?
Yeah.
Like, when you see neglect like this, there is no maybe. Call it in. Just call it in.
Yeah, but
a baby shouldn't be in that environment.
Like I was saying, I'm just worried that I'm biased because it's a kid and I want to blame somebody. Maybe the hospital did do everything they were supposed to. I don't know. But
they should have had a
kids,
caseworker then.
These kids weren't in the care of the hospital. They were in the care of the parents. So who gets blamed? The parents get blamed, unless the hospital didn't do their job. All these things are pre-decided. It's not like we can, because a situation hurts our hearts, we can't expect more than whatever their checklist and normal expectations are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some people just shouldn't have kids.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to take drugs, at least take birth control.
Yeah.
At the very least. Like, birth control is not going to do anything compared to what drugs are doing to your body. Just take birth control. You can get it for free.
Yep.
Just go to the local clinic.
If you can't take care of yourself, you definitely aren't going to be able to take care of a kid. That's for sure.
Just get the shot or the implant. Anyway.
But,
go ahead.
So,